Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to review the Penemay 4K Ultra HD dash cam. It has a front camera and a rear facing camera. It comes with a 64 gigabyte memory card. Some of the other walk arounds on the box. It has loop recording, playback obviously. It has a connection to the phone using Wi-Fi. So if you see the term Wi-Fi in the description in Amazon, that's basically what that is. It's kind of like a generic Wi-Fi signal that's between the camera and your phone to be able to transfer the pictures and videos between the two devices. You got the G sensor, 24-hour parking mode. That's only available if you actually get the extra wiring kit for it. And I forgot to mention, this kit is actually available on Amazon right now. I'm trying to take a look at the price. So right now they have a 36% off for $44.99, so you can get this dash cam for $44.99. We're going to take it out of the box and see what is actually inside. Alright, so like I said, this one does come with a memory card, so that's always a plus. Alright, so as soon as you open it up, it gives you the option to register for a 2-year warranty. If you do it within the first 7 days. So first thing that's on top is the actual device itself. So comes with some 3M sticky tape on the top. This will go on to another piece. Actually, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so it does slide off. So this piece would go on your windshield, and then it slides right off, so you can detach it. Like, you know, if you go somewhere and you don't want to leave it connected in your vehicle, or just leave it visible in your vehicle, because I have heard that. Comes with a pry tool. You can use this to actually tuck the cords in as you try to hide the cords along the top liner in your vehicle. See, there's another 3M pad in here. That may be for the rear facing camera. Here you get the rear facing camera. Let's take this out of the box. So I can just tell by looking at the cord that this is a really long cord. But you got your rear facing camera. That's just a little piece of plastic to cover it. So you would run this from the back of the vehicle through the, you know, along the roof, and you know, bring it out somewhere near the camera in the front and plug it in. You get your power adapter. Now this one's actually kind of unique because I've done quite a few reviews on dash cams, and this is the first one that actually has a USB behind it, so it's your cigarette lighter still stays somewhat functional. So that's pretty cool. Comes with a reset pin. You get a couple of sheets of electrostatic paper, so you would put this onto your windshield and then put the 3M tape on that. You know, this is kind of like one-time use, maybe 2 depending, but I don't know how many uses you're going to get out of it. I don't actually worry about the electrostatic all the time. Like, I mean, it is easier to remove it because you're just going to remove the static tape, and then, you know, you just got to take it off of the double-sided tape. You got a question and answer card, so you can scan and get the QR codes for help, and then you get your user manual. So I'm going to get this set up in the vehicle. We're going to take it for a ride and see how things look. I'll show you guys how I set it up, and you know, I'll try to go over some of the app, and you know, we'll also download some of the videos and all that. So stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. So one good thing to note, setting up the Wi-Fi was probably the easiest of all the devices that I've tested so far. Like, it was seamless, like, for me. I got an Android phone, so just to note that. But the setup with the Wi-Fi was like quick and easy. So let me get this setup, finish up, and then we'll show you what I did. Okay guys, so give you an idea of how I set this up. So I have the camera actually mounted a little bit lower than probably where you should actually have it, because I already have my permanent one up here. But you kind of want to get it tucked behind the mirror and run your wires along the roof liner and then somewhere down in the A-pillar. And then, you know, like mine, I kind of have it coming right out the side. I got my Yorkie in here with me, so I kind of have it tucked in there and traveling along there. So that's where the pry tool comes in at. The rear camera, I kind of have a temporary setup on that one. I have it up there. I didn't use any of the electrostatic tape on either the front or the back, because I knew I wasn't going to leave it in here. But pretty much, you know, that's the setup. And, you know, yeah, so let's go and take it for a ride. One thing I forgot to mention is that I do have tint over the factory tint. The factory tint is usually like 35%, and I got another 15% on top of that. So these windows are pretty blacked out, in the rears especially. So just to kind of give you an idea of why some of the images from the rear will not show up as bright as the front is because of that tint. But just to give you an idea of what potentially that could look like on a tinted vehicle of any type. So the 4K resolution in the front camera is outstanding. Very clear images, nice wide view of the road left and right. Yeah, I think this is very, very good video. And it is zoomable, so if you had to pause and zoom in, you could definitely do that. The camera does have the option to take a photo. You probably have to check the directions on how to do that. You know, and definitely check up some of the videos. There are plenty of videos available in those QR codes that show you how to do things and what you can do. But I believe the book has most of the high level things that you can do, such as capturing a photo or locking in a video. Let's take a quick look at the rear view camera. So as you can see, it's not quite as bright as the front. The rear camera is a 1080p shot, and that line at the bottom is basically one of the defrogger lines from the back window. But again, I have 15% over the factory tint. If you just have let's just say you have 15% tint on the back window of a sedan that doesn't have tint already, this would definitely be a lot brighter. I didn't have issues like this in my previous car. Like I had a Maxima that had tinted windows, and my rear camera had no noticeable differences in resolution from the front. Not a whole lot, but I don't think it's too bad. Like daytime is not too bad. So, you can definitely capture somebody if they rear end you or something crazy happens behind you. But let's take a look at the nighttime videos. So for the nighttime front view, not bad at all. I believe if you were to hit something like a deer or, another vehicle or something like that, you would pretty much capture a pretty good video of it. I think the type of headlights that you have play a big role in terms of how clear or what you'll be able to see. But once again, I'm driving a 2018 Ford Explorer, and I do have like the headlights and the fog lights on. So I think this is pretty good. Let's take a look at the rear shots. So for the nighttime shot, I tried to get as many dark roads and variations, and as you can kind of see, because of my tint, the rear is pretty dark. I still believe if you did get hit by somebody, you'd be able to capture it, because of their headlights, but kind of hard to see if you have tint on your back windows in an SUV. But like I said, if you have a sedan that, has tint, this is probably going to look much different. But let's take a look at a different view. So actually I was sitting at a stop sign or a traffic light. I forget what it was, but I just wanted to show this vehicle coming up behind. So, you can tell there's a vehicle. Can't really make the model and license plate out very good. You might be able to zoom in on it, but once again, I really feel if you just have a sedan that's tinted, it's not going to be as difficult to see. Let's take a look at how to actually pull a video off using the app. I'll have to apologize for the sideways view of this screen recording I took. So bear with me, but if you look at the left side, that is the view from my garage. And pretty much your options, you can rotate the screen or switch between the front camera and the rear camera, hitting that top left, would have been top left-hand squares. It'll switch between the front view and the rear view. And then to actually pull videos, or actually you can do a widescreen shot or a widescreen view, like if you're looking at it on your phone, hitting those symbols on the right side above the microphone. And then to actually get videos off, you hit the camera file at the bottom, and then it's going to ask you for some permissions. You're going to pretty much give all the permissions, allow everything, and then you'll start seeing your pictures populate one by one. If you look at the top right hand side of each one, it gives you the front. The F is for front, the R is for rear. So you can kind of pick and choose whatever ones you want. If you press and hold, it'll allow you to select multiple ones at one time. So you can do that. So it gives you the option to export them or download them and then to delete them. So again, these videos and images are living on the camera. They are not on your phone, even though your phone is hooked up through the Wi-Fi connection. So in order to pull it off, you have to come in here through the app while it's connected to the actual camera. They have to be connected, and then you can, pull off whatever you want and, do whatever you need to do. So that is the short and simple, but definitely check out the instructions. I wouldn't say I'm a specialist on answering all the questions, but that is how you pull videos off. So let's do my closing summary. So in closing, this is definitely one of the best dash cams I think I've tested so far. And I've tested a good half a dozen, maybe 9 or 10 altogether. The interface with the app is probably easily the best. Not probably, is the best, because it was easy to hook up, sync up, and multiple times I turned on the vehicle and had the phone in the truck. It just hooked right up. Like there was no crap issues. Like some of the ones in the past, like I had a lot of issues trying to keep it connected to the device through the Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason, this one just works a whole lot better. So hopefully you guys will see the same thing. But everything else, the interface, the app, the video quality is definitely top notch. So I definitely recommend this one. So check it out on Amazon. I'll make sure I drop the link down below. And if you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.